What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Thaddeus Shade, and you are listening to The Odd Nerd. I am the odd nerd. I am him. I am the Hemsworth. I am the nerd, and I am odd. And this is episode 96, and we're going to get into a little bit of fun things and a little bit of wild things and a little bit of predictable things. But listen, NBA All-Star just got done, 2026, off in Los Angeles, LA. California love. But before I continue, it is Thaddeus Shade, and I am the odd nerd. Claps, please. They're all for me. The claps for me. And one more time. The claps for me. Hey, the claps for me, cuz. Hey, you know what it is. Hey. NBA All-Star just finished, and let me say this. I didn't think it was going to be fun. I didn't even understand the format. I didn't have a chance in hell feeling good about this All-Star. I didn't know what to expect. Stephanie Snipes wasn't playing. I knew that Joker would give you minimal. I knew that Luka would give you minimal. I don't even know if Luka played. I can't remember if Luka played or not, but I knew it was going to be minimal. But man, somebody I'm really becoming a fan of. Victor Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama. I'm becoming a big fan, man. What a dude is just everything you would want. If you're an 80s and you're a 90s guy, and he's got the toughness and the want to win and to be dominant, and then he's got all the handles and the bandles of the new generation, and he crosses you and he does the step back and he does the twing and he pulls up and he's 7'4". He is the alien that I believe that the NBA can hand it off to him. They can hand it off to him. Him and I love Ant Edwards. I love Ant-Man. And I love Wembanyama. Those are my two guys that I'm trying to really root for, because I know that Steph Lee and LeBron are leaving. I'm really trying to root for them. So when I'm watching the All-Star game, I didn't understand the format. I didn't know what was going on. I'm just being real with you. I didn't know. I'm just a real motherfucker saying some real shit. I didn't know what was going to happen. I understood that there was a USA young, a USA vet, and then there was the world, right? And Ant-Man comes out and he says, man, if it wasn't for Victor, we wouldn't even have got real, man. It wouldn't even got serious. And Victor was the one that pushed everybody because he plays hard all the time. And I know San Antonio Spurs is watching that and they say, oh, dear God, we really got to manage this guy, because this guy was diving on the floor. He was running, jumping 8 feet in the air, and then wingspan makes him touch the ceiling of the arena, and he was trying to block shots. He was falling on the ground. And I know San Antonio's like, listen, bro, you've been injured. You have been injured, my friend. You cannot do these things in an All-Star. But man, as a fan, I really appreciate that shit. Man, as a fan, I really appreciate it. Because it's rare. Except for, the golden dagger moment where we got KD, LeBron, and Steph on the floor. High stakes, real stakes. We got that whole team. We got to see them boys on the floor together. That was amazing. I'll never forget that. And so we only get a chance to really see our guys that we really love, one time a year on the floor, and that's All-Star weekend. And usually these guys are just pussyfooting around, launching shots, wide open lanes, just running and dunking, and we're disappointed all the way up until 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Then they give us a little bit. And 9 times out of 10, by that time, it's a blowout. It's a blowout. It's a motherfucking blowout. And yes, I'm still fasting, so I'm drinking black tar. It's what I would imagine licking the back of Chewbacca. You know what I'm saying? That is what I would imagine if I was forced to lick the back of Chewbacca's neck. That's how it would taste. Let's go for another one. That's tough, man. That's some tough shit right there. But when Wembanyama's saving and giving the fans what they want, we got to give him a lot of love. You got to pat him on the back. You got to shake his hand. You got to say, man, I appreciate you, because we don't get a chance to see y'all get out there and hoopity up. We don't get a chance to do it. We don't get a chance to see it. Y'all be bullshitting on All-Star Weekend. And I know y'all be working hard through the season. I know some of y'all be working hard through the season, and some of y'all deserve the break. But I'm going to just tell you, from a fan standpoint, we really love to see y'all go at it as much as possible. There might be a little bit of a pause. No, I think we're good. And it was dope to see. And I kind of got the format, and I got the scoring format. I got the real battle on the floor, except for that very last game where it seemed like, I know it seemed like the old guys was gassed out, but it felt as if like they, more or less than gassed out, or more like, y'all can have it now. Okay, let's just wrap this thing up. Kawhi Leonard, listen, the claw. The claw. Oh, man. It's so nice to have him back, because now you got to lump him in with KD, Steph, and LeBron. When you know that Kawhi and how he's been balling the last couple of months, 2.5 months maybe, and he's healthy and he's balling out of control, you're like, oh, there he is. You know what I'm saying? There's a box of crayons that can hoop. There he is right there. It's just a joke. Please don't be mad at me. I'm just playing around. You're not a box of crayons. I'm so sorry. I put my hands up. I'm so sorry. You be hooping, bro. You're a hooper, bro. But I'm so happy to see you doing your thing and being healthy. Dude is one of the last skilled, man. One of the last skilled, and I'm happy to have, a healthy Kawhi on the floor, because he was balling out. And in the last game, it just seemed like, I said, the old guys was like, okay, yeah, let's pack it up. I'm ready to go I'm ready to go on vacation for however many days I got left. And that's what it seemed like. But the 3 games that I seen, and it was there 3 games. Yeah, 3 games I seen, they were playing hard, man. And I was just curious. The reason I'm even bringing up All-Stars, because I'm a basketball fan. And then we get All-Star here in Phoenix in 2027. And by the way, before I even get into those stats and those numbers, yesterday was President's Day. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. President Obama was there. I still call him President Obama. I don't even know if we got a president right now. Do we got a president right now? I don't know if we have a president. I don't think we have a president right now. My president was at All-Star Weekend. Sometimes you could just be too cool. No, I'm gonna do something that's before my time. I'm gonna say Fonzie, Stephon Orkel. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of some more cool motherfuckers, man. Shaft. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to think of some more cool motherfuckers. I can't think of them right now. It's not off the top of my dome. I'm sorry, I apologize. But President Obama's like that. You know what I'm saying? You see the clip going around where Book is playing Secret Service, because Joker, it might have been like a ploy because he's from another country. It might have been like a fake hit, like a hit. It was like a hit. It was like, oh shit, this is my chance to take him out from my country. And then Book, because he's with us, he's an American. You know what I'm saying? Book ran in, I know Book Mexican, but he said, I'm protect my guy on some Secret Service shit. He knocked Joker out the way. Joker goes stumbling that way, and he got to protect Obama, and then Obama embrace with the real dapper. And he politely shakes the former first lady's hand, and then he goes back to playing ball. But Obama's so cool, man. When I see him, I'm like, I just want to ask him about, like, do you eat grits? Did you eat chitlins? Are you this motherfucking cool? I like, do you glide around your crib? Are you just a glider? Like, how Spike Lee has the trolley set up where it's coming out all them fast. He started that and everybody else took it from him. I don't know. I can't say that. Hopefully I don't get that wrong. I'll look it up, but I'm almost for sure is either he started it or he made it. He was the first one to make it extremely popular with Spike Lee with the trolley work, where he's like he's standing still, but it's moving. It's a whole wild thing. But that's how I feel like Obama walks around the crib. Michelle's like, hey man, you getting dirt on the floor, gliding everywhere. You just gliding and shit. Stop gliding and tracking dirt on the floor. She don't even talk about walking. You just glide. Look how you gliding through the kitchen. You just gliding through the kitchen and dirt falling off the back of your shoes, man. You just glide, man. You got to take your shoes off of the crib. Can't be gliding around the crib because he's a glider. He's that cool. He just glides. And he ain't got no wings. He ain't got no jetpacks. He ain't got nothing. He's just a glider because he's that cool, man. When you see him, I'm like, I've never seen somebody like from that position. They're retired from the position, 8 years of duty. He's just retired and he just walk. He just cool, man. Everybody talk to him. He talked to everybody, and I be wanting to get some. I just want to hear. Give me a small bit. I meet Obama, get a bit of advice. Give me some small shit. You know what I'm saying? Tell me like 3 words not to say in my phone conversations. Because me and Craig Richards get on the phone. We say a bunch of wild shit. I know they be tapped in, and they say, "Oh, these guys ain't gonna do nothing." Trust me, these a bunch of squares. They're not gonna do nothing, but they be tapped in. And I want them to give me some words. Give me some words I don't say, so that way I don't get my shit tapped in. You know what I'm saying? And then tell me. Be honest. Tell me. Are the heads of aliens really triangle? Do they have dreads? Do they smell, man? Talk to me and tell me. That's what I would ask the coolest president ever to exist, is do aliens have triangle heads? Do they have dreads? And do they smell? The closest alien we have, ladies and gentlemen, is Wemby. I'm sorry. Nah, I really did enjoy LA. And I know I was looking up some things, and the numbers haven't came all the way out, but California estimated that they would have 180,000 visitors, which is a lot. See, the thing about going to LA, man, when you go on the All-Star, I feel like I've been to LA All-Star. I've had some guys do some events out there. You know, I drove out there, and I was feared when I drove out there. I was scared, man. I was scared because I was like, what if this be the moment, man? I'm always like that. I always think like that. This the moment. This the moment when I go to LA, I go to Anaheim, I go to Disneyland. I'm like, ooh, Disneyland. And next thing you know, and the shit starts shaking, and somebody say, this ain't a regular earthquake. Somebody who lived there and used to the shit, they look at me, point, and they look at me and they say, hey, look, I can tell you not from here. This is not a regular one. This is the big one. And I don't want to be there for the big one. And I love LA. I like seeing the Hollywood sign. I like seeing it in the movies. I'm going to talk about Crime 101. That movie is done in LA. I love LA. California love. Tupacalypse. E4 Day. I love it. But I don't want to be there for the big one. I don't even want y'all to deal with the big one. But I feel that's how I feel. So 180,000 people going to Los Angeles and putting all that pressure on the city. That's how my brain think. Putting all that pressure on the city, and I'm like, oh shit. And then I make 180,000. I make 181,000. I think I do that right. 180,001. And then all of a sudden, my pressure, my weight, then caused the shit to shift. Titanic plates to shift, and then all of a sudden, boom, we in San Andreas. And then The Rock, I run to The Rock like, man, I'm just an actor, man, ain't nothing I can do. And The Rock is telling me that from a voice intercom from a spaceship that he is on because he's a billionaire. So he's able to say, I'm just an actor, I can't do nothing. Good luck, human. And then he's off to a whole nother place because I came to LA for All-Star, and that's when the big one hit because my weight adjusted the plates, and it caused the whole fucking shit. And now it's all catastrophic because I just want to go to All-Star. I just want to see my guys. But now they come here to Phoenix, and 180,000 people. They also estimated that it was going to be $594 million in economic impact, which is crazy. That's why I can't wait for All-Star. I can't wait. I can't wait for it, man. $594 million being generated through the city through All-Star Weekend. That's Thursday to Sundays, ladies and gentlemen. Thursday to Sunday. That means that the coolest president ever has a good chance of being here in Phoenix. Who don't want to be here in Phoenix during that time? Do you know we had waste management? Do you know? Hold on. Drinking Chewbacca's back oil it's tough, ladies and gentlemen. The fast, it's tough. I've lost a lot of weight. It's tough. But Jesus Christ, that coffee is only made for cowboys who are rude and only walk next to John Wayne. That's what that is made for. That is crazy. Okay, so listen, the coolest president ever has a chance of being here in Phoenix next year. And I hope he shows up. We get All-Star. We get All-Star 2027. Steph was on the record saying that he would participate in the three-point contest. Y'all know for me, it only goes Kobe Bean Bryant, then Steph Lee Snipes. That's it. If you look over in that corner, ladies and gentlemen, there is a ton of Steph Curry shoes. You see some pops back there, and I got more Steph Curry shoes over there, even though I don't buy Under Armour no more because Steph don't wear Under Armour no more, so I don't buy them shits no more. But he has said that he will participate in the 2027 three-point contest. He plans on getting Klay Thompson. Dame has already said that he would do it. And then he's also said that Booker said he would do it, or Booker said he might do it. Well, he did lose so closely. It was some stuff saying he might not do it. But I think because Steph and the boys are coming in to his home city and he's hosting it, he's going to do the three-point contest. Steph also mentioned getting some other shooters to participate. So I think we're going to get the most legendary three-point contest in Phoenix next year. And I'm praying for that because I feel that LeBron James's last year will be next year. That's when he'll do the world tour. And I got to go to that. There's not many things that I'm willing to give up toes and kidneys for. But LeBron James last year with potential of Steph doing his last three-point contest. Yeah. There's a kidney. There's a kidney I'm willing to give up. Black market that shit. A couple of toes, man. I don't even know what you could do with some toes, but I'm sure there's goddamn carnivore or goddamn Jeffrey Dahmer person out there that needs some toes to put in a little soup or something like that. Hopefully there's no Jeffrey Dahmer persons out there. Don't be like that. Don't be a weirdo, man. They're going to catch you, man. They're going to catch you. Don't do that. Don't eat people. But I'm willing to give up some toes. I give up some toes and a kidney, man. LeBron James, Steph Curry's last three-point contest. Yeah, I'm willing to give up some toes and a kidney for it. And I know that I was out here for 2009 and I got to witness what that did. And that was crazy because I hadn't even got to the real truth of it all. The real cool thing about, you know what I'm saying? The real cool thing about is the women. Oh my God.
Man, you come right out of a comic.
The women comes out. The women get to coming out, man. Now, I'm not going to get many of them. I'm elderly, but at the same time, listen. NBA players bring out the finest of the finest. And no knock on the Super Bowl and you football players, but the NBA players, they bring them out. There's some beautiful assistant manager at a Family Dollar in the Midwest who will make her way out to Phoenix, Arizona, because some high-level all-star has found her on the ground, which is not fair to the average man. Listen, leave my Family Dollar working women alone. They're for the regular guy. Leave them alone, man. You have all the money in the world. You have fame, man. Leave the regulars alone, man. Leave the fine single mothers. Now, I know y'all not touching two. Now, listen, I'm not being mean. I know that the professional athletes are not touching the single mothers with two, but they'll bother the ones with one. All right? Leave them alone to the regulars, man. It's not fair, bro. You can get all the models and the Jenners and then the Dashins and then the Sweeneys, and you get all the finest of the world. I need you to lead the Family Dollar managers, the Target baddies, the 9 to 5 cubicle Cuties, woo, I'm just flowing with them. This is just flowing today. I need you to leave them alone, man. It's not fair, but y'all do bring them out. Now, I want you. What I'm using y'all for is when 2027 come around and it's Phoenix All-Star and y'all all, crash here. What's gonna happen is that women from different states, even some of the Mormon women from Utah, we're going down. I don't know if that's like anyway. They coming down. And then the regulars are coming. They flying out to Phoenix. The weather's beautiful. The weather's beautiful. We have beautiful weather, man. So the weather's beautiful, and then all the money's in the city, and they're gonna come down. There's basketball, football. There's actors, producers, managers, agents, writers, casters, influencers. All be here, man. So they coming down, and I remember in 2009, I was like, because I went down to Houston, and I ain't never seen nothing like Houston. I went to the gallery. I think it's the Galleria Mall. I went to that mall with my boys, man. I ain't never synced it. Like, I ain't never synced another mall like that ever in my existence on earth. I ain't never synced it. All-Star in Houston. It was Kelly Rowland's and Beyonce's all over the place. And I don't think that if it's okay, Kelly Rowland's and Beyonce's, I'm envisioning. So when I die, God's like, hey, man, you were good enough. Heaven time. Now, what we work out up here is we kind of allow the good people to kind of put together, architect their own heaven. How would they like it to be? Well, I would tell them there was a time that I went down to Houston All-Star to perform and do music. And when I went to the Galleria Mall, bro, there were a ton of like Kelly Rowland's and Beyonce's. It was just a ton of beautiful women that were Kelly Rowland's and Beyonce's. If there's a way that you could take what I see there and then just like make that happen and then put like a bunch of chocolate chip cookies and coffees all over the place, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. And then occasionally, allow me to, talk to Tupac, a Betty White. Let's see who else. Side conversations with Prince would be nice, little conversations. And then I'm good. Galleria All-Star style of women just around the Kelly Rowlands and the Beyonce's, and then some coffees, cookies over there, and then allow me to talk to Betty White every once in a while because I watch clips, Golden Girls when I be falling asleep. I watch shows of that, and then I want to talk Tupac lips, and then let me get a little conversation with Prince. I'm good to go. That's how I would set it up. And I remember seeing it. So then 2009 came around for All-Star in Phoenix. And man, what a time, man. The Ducats was flowing. You couldn't go anywhere. Be prepared. Next year, you won't be able to go anywhere. You won't be able to drive anywhere. I don't think Uber was around in 2009. Let's check it out. I don't think it was. Uber around in 2000. I think it was just straight cabs at that time. 2009. Was Uber around in 2009? Was that? Let's find out. Anyway, this is the Odd Nerd, Thaddeus Shade. Claps, please. Okay, so Uber was around in March 2009 in San Francisco. It launched as an Uber cab, not Uber. It was luxury black cars only, no mass adoption, not available in Phoenix. So we were still taking taxis, rental cars, party buses, personal cars. The rideshare culture did not exist yet. It didn't expand until they said it until like 2011. And then it launched 2012. So, okay, so like we were still taxiing that shit, man. And even when it comes in 2027, like I'm telling you, dude, I'm telling you big time, bro. You're not going to be able to go where you want to go from Thursday to Sunday, maybe even from Wednesday to Sunday. I swear to God to you, you're going to be stuck. And like, dude, you're going to be stuck, bro. You're going to be like, bro, it's like 12 o'clock. And I'm just trying to go home, man. And it's going to be jam-packed, bro. It's going to be jam-packed. It's going to be crazy, but the money's going to be heavy, bro. If you don't want to be in it, I would leave for the weekend. If you have an Airbnb, you will be rich. If you have a car service, salute. If you are building a business, get on it now. If you are a content creator, get on it now. Get on it, because that 4-day span, you can cash the fuck in. So whatever you're doing, you have a solid year to become a fantastic motherfucking business person at it, and you be prepared for that 4-day weekend, and you just cash in. Okay, that was it. That's the end of All-Star Talk, and I'm looking forward to it big time. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. It should be a lot of fun, and I think that there's going to be a lot of celebrities. We have some of the most beautiful, fantastic weather down here, and I'm looking to shake hands, man. I'm an important part of this city, all right? I'm looking to shake hands, rub shoulders, stalk Sydney Sweeney if she comes, if she come out. I mean, I'm not saying I'm fools. Just look longer than I'm supposed. Just take a little peek. Just look. Maybe scream her name or I don't, you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying you know what I'm saying. Moving on. I got a chance Saturday night to go see Crime 101. I'm doing way better than what I did on my last few episodes because normally I get into a bunch of life shit, right? And I don't get a chance to really be an odd nerd. So right now we just got through basketball. Right now we're moving into movies. I'm doing better, right? I told you I would be different from Seasonable Cloud. That's what we're doing. So I got a chance to see Crime 101 this past Saturday. My boy Davion, you know what I'm saying? The weird thing about guys is just want to say this. The weird thing about guys is when you go to the movies with your boys. Now, unless the theater is packety-packed and you bought your tickets late, 9 times out of 10 you try to leave a space in between the seats, right? Which is wild. You're like, just sit next to each other, but it's a weird thing. Like, I won't even, like, just say you go into the bathroom after the movie is done and all the stalls are open. If my boy goes to the stall next to me to take a leaker peeker, I'm going to punch him in his cheek. So if there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I expect him to at least I take 1, he take 5. I know. It's ridiculous, right? I know what you're saying. I know what you're thinking. It's ridiculous. I take 1, he takes 7. And that's the rule for anybody that is a man that comes into the bathroom. If you come into the bathroom, man, and you look, you see me, and you see 6 other stalls, and they're all free, brother. Don't pull up next to me. I'm having my own time, man. I'm having my own conversation while I let it all flow out. You travel down. I stay put, you travel down. And it's the same thing with the movie theater seats. Sometimes I buy, sometimes he buy the tickets, right? But you want to make sure you leave a seat in between so you can watch the movie. I was going to rhyme and say some wild shit, but I'm recording and I'm video recording. I don't want y'all to see my face when I say some wild shit. If it was audio, I'd probably be a little bit more inclined to like just say some wild shit, but I ain't gonna say no wild shit. But we leave a seat in between when you want to watch the movie clean. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know why it's like that because it's just watching a movie. You just sit next to your boy watching a movie. But it's like, if I don't have to go into when I'm in the gym and I have to go, if it was possible to go into the gym's locker room and never have to see old man Willis's ass cheeks, I'd be happy about it. I'm okay with that. I don't want to see old man Willis's ass cheeks. You know what I'm saying? But I understand what I'm getting myself into. But since I'm going to the movies and I buy, he buys sometimes, I buy, you buy, I try to make sure that, look, hey, there's seat separation. Now, I do got a set up at Harkins Theater, and I know I'm supposed to be talking about the movie, and this is partly what I do. I'm sorry, I apologize. But I do got a little setup when I bring me a little hot little Philly. I have a little seat, a little spot. Don't nobody be taking my spot. Actually, somebody took my spot because I was slow buying tickets to Crime 101 Saturday. Somebody took my spot. I'm not a fan of that. If I ever find out that you took my spot, I didn't even get a chance to look and say, oh, you know what? I did. Because we was watching a movie, and there was a real commentator back there. And you commentating some bitches. In the movie, you commentating some bitches sitting at theater and you just, yep. And this wasn't no black lady. This wasn't no black dude. This was a pure white. And he was just commentating. And I didn't need a commentation because his movie was full. It was Valentine's Day. There was a lot of couples in there. We just trying to watch Chris Hemsworth. I mean, we just looking at Chris Hemsworth. He in shape. You know, we just looking at Halle Berry. Oh, Halle Berry. We just looking at Halle Berry. You know what I'm saying? We looking at Mark Ruffalo. You know what I'm saying? What's my man's name? What's my man's name? I think it was like Barry. Hold on, slow down. Just give me a second real quick. Slow down. Calm down. This is my shit. I can look. I can look his name up. Barry Keoghan. I think that's the name. I think that's Keoghan. Barry Keoghan. Anyway, we watching them. And my dude was like, because he just saying all time. He's like trying to predict the lines that are about to be said. And I'm looking at my boy GQ. This is Davion. I'm looking at him. He looking at me. And I'm like, do we need to? You know what I'm saying? Do we? Because he usually got that thing on him because we don't know what's going to happen. And sometimes he usually got that thing on him because we don't know what's going to happen. You got to be ready. That's why I sit towards the end, just in case something weird happened. I could pop up and hit my Barry Sanders on, and I can get up out of there. See, I had that same paranoia when I was talking about going to LA. I have paranoia, man. It's what I have. So anyway, Crime 101, fantastic movie. I'm gonna drop my actual rating on social media today on the gram. I'll put it was very fire. It wasn't classic energy, but it was very fire. A lot of things I could poke holes in. I can go to work with, but I won't. This is spoiler free. But it has Chris Hemsworth in there, Mark Ruffalo, Halle Berry, and Barry Keoghan, and basically it's just an LA crime heist movie. A little bit. It's a pinch of heat, just a salt pinch of heat in there. The cast is stacked because there's more people in there. It's got Dr. Dre in there, not actual Dr. Dre, but he played Dr. Dre in NWA. And I know I'm supposed to know his name, but I can't think of his name right now. You know what I'm saying? Based on a Don Winslow story. Hemsworth's character is a disciplined jewel thief, but he's awkward. There's a scene in there. I'm not really giving up any spoilers, like I said, but there's a scene in there. He's with a woman, and you're seeing this guy, which is it's not believable. If I see Chris Hemsworth, when you see a Chris Hemsworth type, he's like jittery and weird around women. And I'm like, come on, bro. That's the only part. That's like one of the main parts about the movie that's not believable. You know what I'm saying? It's not believable. Somebody looks like Chris Hemsworth is not a goofball. He ain't even got to really say nothing. Listen. Somehow you find a genie. This genie cool as hell. He say, man, look, I'm grant you 3 wishes. You say, I want to come back. I'm going to come back as Chris Hemsworth. And you're going to find out how much vagina you get without even not having to say nothing. You ain't got to say shit, man. So it's hard to believe as I'm watching Chris Hemsworth's character. Now, he sells it, which is cool because sometimes I'll be thinking he'd been able to dodge really putting on a show for a motherfucker because he's Chris Hemsworth. But he does a great job selling awkward around women. He does a good job of selling that. But as my movie brain, my eyes tell me, if you look like that, the cooch falls into your hand. If you look like that, the cooch is right here. There's no woman, just like 7 words in, she's like, oh shit, coochie fell into your hand. You said, hi, my name is Coochie in your hand. You ain't gotta do shit. And if the genie's blessed, he'd say, hey, Chris, he said, damn, you want to go to Chris Hemsworth? That's a tall ass, man. You know how you look? You want me to turn you into Chris Hemsworth? You know how you look? That's going to be some real work. I'm going to have to really dig in and then Robin Williams and do his whole thing. And then Genie, bow, you Chris Hemsworth. You said, man, I cut my time short as Chris Hemsworth because they was just throwing vagina at me. It was just coochie all in my face. It was throwing all in my place. I cut it short. It's too much. So that was like one of the things that was unbelievable in the movie because it's like, you know, he looked like him, but he did a good job selling awkward with women. But he's a disciplined jewel thief. And one of the things about him is when he does a crime, he hops on the 101. Crime 101. Mark Ruffalo plays a detective in the movie, which he's really good at. I always feel like there are certain people you look up and they're like, you know what? Mark Ruffalo's the detective. You know? You know what? Mark Ruffalo's the detective. I feel like they're casting people just be like, you know, Mark Ruffalo's a detective. Because he plays the detective good. Really good. He's really good in the movie. Halle Berry is really close to stealing the show, and I actually think she steals the show because it's Halle Berry, and I love seeing Halle Berry on the big screen. Doesn't matter what her age is. That woman She's fine. Oh, that's your hot woman. And she does a beautiful job in this movie, and she has delivered some lines and some really strong lines when it comes to in support of women and how they treat it in the workplace, and is really good. Now, like I said, if I wanted to get surgical, I can get surgical with some of the holes in the movie. Because that's what I am. I'm a movie nerd. I'm a movie guy. I can get surgical, but it all works. It has great speed to it. It doesn't feel slow. The directing, the cinematography, it's all dope. They do some really like long spin shots of LA where you turn upside down, and then when you're in front of a big ass screen like the Cine Capri and Harkins, it's like you really in that shit. Like you say, oh shit, you go all the way upside down. But there's some really dope shots, and if you get a chance and you got a little dollar on you, go see the movie, because the movie's really good. Like it's like suspenseful, it's a thriller, there's a lot of tension in there. You don't know what's gonna happen. Then some of the things that do happen, I'm like, oh, that didn't happen. And I don't like being wrong. I don't like being off. I'm the person that if they're holding like a test screen, like we got test people coming in, we're testing the movie, I'm the one that the dude leans into the mic and says, seat 69, can you please exit, please? Because I'm the guy that's going to ruin the movie before it's over with. I'm like, oh, okay, this is what happens. Seat 69, can you please leave? And then they get to know my name, Thaddeus. They'd be like, hey, wait, don't start the movie yet. Is that Thaddeus over there? Is that guy? And then the dude actually starts the movie, and then 5 minutes in the movie, I'm like, oh, I know what happens, and I say it, and they be like, seat 69, can you please leave? And then they got my face up, and they block me, because that's what I do. I tear movies apart. You know what I'm saying? I watch them in enjoyment, but I also am in my brain trying to surgically figure out what is happening before it happens, because that's the fun part of me. I don't know why I do that, but that's what I do. And this is really good. And some of the things that I thought was going to happen didn't happen. Some of the things that I knew would happen happened too fast. And those are the things I could get to that. But fantastic. I thought it was fantastic strong. I thought it was a really good thriller, really worth the $35,000 you got to spend to go to the movies. It's really worth buying the popcorn and enjoying yourself. Oh, and then my guy Nick Nolte. Now I am spoiling my guy Nick Nolte. You know what I'm saying? My guy Nick Nolte in it. Well, you know you're a convict, Reggie. You're a convict. My guy Nick Nolte is in there. And it's a surprise because they don't even really mention Nick. And Nick, I'm like, oh shit. And Nick is Nick. Still sounds like Nick Nolte, which is cool. And he's older, but he sounds like Nick Nolte. So it's definitely a movie that's worth playing. And I was really cool, Chris Hemsworth, doing this. He really was showing me a little bit more. I'm really happy that, one of the things, man, I don't even want to say that because that seems rude, but I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. That sounds a little rude. I'm not going to say that. So it's basically a thief versus detective movie. And Ruffalo's character is hell-bent on catching Hemsworth's character, and he's got these ideas, these clues, and nobody believes in him, and the force wants him off the force because he's fucking up the capture, or I guess the catching rate, the catching percentage, so they don't really want him on there. His partner's a little shaky on believing that this guy is really this guy, and it's the same guy doing this job and stuff like that. And Barry Keoghan, listen, so there's you ever seen Alpha Dog? And I know his name, and he's also in 30 Days a Night. You gonna give me what I want to eat, what I want to drink? Yeah. And then he's Alpha Dog. He's a nuts in that. So Barry Keoghan plays a nut in this movie, like that guy. He plays a nut in this movie. I know I'm fucking his name up, Keoghan. I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. I should have listened to how they pronounce your name. It's fucked up, and I apologize. It's not what I'm trying to do, bro. It's not what I'm trying to do. But if you get a chance, go see Crime 101. I'm going to do my caption breakdown, and, it may have a little bit more spoilers than that, but it was definitely worth going to go see. And if you get a chance, enjoy the popcorn and go check it out. Now, to finish up, and we're going to shine on this one. We're going to shine, ladies and gentlemen. Valentine's Day was Saturday, this past Saturday. This was Tuesday, February 17th. This past Saturday was Valentine's Day. Listen, man, in the world that we are in now, and I have not found my one, right? I've had a couple of rolls of the dice. I haven't found my one, right? But so you take a lot of swings. And in the job that I do, it's wild, so it's pretty much hard to find, right? Cool, whatever. You get on social media, right? Let's just say single people, we be out there, you taking swings through the DMs, you taking swings on the apps, the dating apps, you're just taking swings, right? Because nobody talks in person no more because everybody freaks out, right? But you're taking swings all over the place. You're getting to know people through conversations, through text, through DMs, whatever the case may be, right? And then boom, there are specific days through the year that you will look up and you'd be like, oh, this lady or this man that I was chasing is in a relationship. And you're taken aback. No, you're taken back by it. You're like, wait a minute, but we had just, or you're like, wait a minute, you just blew my boy, but how did you? And then everybody's seeing the same thing because you end up seeing a lot of people post the same thing where they're like, a lot of y'all in relationships and we didn't know that. It's like Christmas is like the Thanksgiving, you see some you're like, oh, because you get away with Thanksgiving because you're like, oh, you know, my baby mama or my baby daddy or whatever. And, you know, we go hang out as a family because we got kids together and we go hang out as a family. And then, you know, sometimes you may see a little bit more of the, you know, oh, I didn't know that he was in a ship. He went to the family to Thanksgiving, and I didn't know she was in a ship and they went to the family to Thanksgiving. But Christmas is the day. Christmas is the day where you're like, oh, you motherfucker, you got me. I didn't know you was out there shaboinking other folks. That means that I done probably bought you coffee. I done bought you flowers. We done went and hung out. We done did, you know, we might have even done the shaboing boing shalang. Everybody is getting played left and right. That's what I really realized this past Saturday. I've already realized it, but Saturday I was like, oh shit, because it was Saturday. It's a more popular day. So motherfuckers was really out shining. Motherfuckers like, we going to this place and that place. We got this dressed up. This is a Saturday. We going to have a good time. I'm going to show you I'm going to give you the flowers. No, I'm going to give you the flowers. I'm going to give you this, give you that. You could really see. And everybody was saying the same thing. Like, oh, it's a lot of y'all in relationships. It's a lot of y'all in relationships. It is wild. And I get it because everybody plays it real close. You know what I'm saying? Everybody plays it real close because you don't never know. Right? So you basically do it like this. Usually the woman is the one that gets all the attention, of course, right? So she has many of options. So she gets to choose who she wants to spend most of her time with, or who she wants to entertain. And then there's the ones who are there who, when the main ones are not giving them the proper attention, those there are the ones that kind of feed the ego, allow you, they let you enter a little bit. You can hang out with them, but you don't get the full real deal, right? They keep it for the main ones that they really want. You know what I'm saying? And it's usually going back to the NBA. It's usually you guys, you athletes, y'all got money. You stay away from the regular women. Shame on y'all. But you have a little bit of in when the dude that they want or the dudes that they want are giving them the bullshit, right? So then they say, hey, come on in, man. We're going to give you a little bit of time, man. We love you, man. Come on in. We're going to have a good time. We're going to hang out. Oh, yeah, I think, we go. And then you look up, boom, Valentine's Day. You don't get to hang out with them. They hanging out with the other. So but you like, wait a minute. You gave me, there's some where you be like, you gave me the coochie. I don't understand. I thought because we was banging. But then you like, oh, shit, everybody hoes. Everybody hookering, not like real hookering, there's a couple of hookers, but everybody playing everybody, man. So just because you was with her on Valentine's Day, bro, I'm telling you and not just her, and you was with him on Valentine's Day, you was with her, everybody's playing everybody. Now listen, I got a couple of savages that I hang around with. These motherfuckers are savages. All right? They got all the files. You know what I'm saying? I work with these guys. All right? These guys got the files, man. These guys telling me the real. They say, hey, look, this one right here just got done doing a Listerine job on the testicles. I said, oh, shit, really? And he's like, yeah, but then she pulled up with her man on Saturday. And then you look, and then you like, I didn't even know we just got done doing the Tootsie Roll together. And then she posted a dude on the gram, man. They together on Valentine's Day, bro. Shit was crazy, dude. Mad crazy. And I was seeing the same thing. I said, wait. And then, I wish I had the music. I should have played the music. I might play it. But then you got the ones that like, I ain't doing nothing. So they go be with their baby daddy, or they go do their baby mama. And you like, oh, I know that there's a lot of people that was posting like, oh, I thought you wasn't dealing with your baby mama no more. They was like, everybody taking shots from the notes. Notes became like, everybody shoot on IG is where everybody take their shots at everybody on IG notes. And it was wild to see. And it goes to go into a further thing of like, nobody trusts anything now. Everybody's super secretive about their relationships. And it's not the private secret. It's the player style, the sneaky style of secret. There's a thing, where you're in a ship and you just want to be private about it. You find yourself posting photos of y'all when y'all doing cool stuff, or when it matters, but you don't really have to over shove it down there. But there's stuff to let you know that like, hey, I'm in a ship. You don't see a lot of that now. People could be in a whole ship, don't have nothing up. They'll talk to you. They give you a little in, because everybody nervous. Everybody, it's a lot of titties. It's a lot of ass out here. Everybody nervous. Everybody worried about, am I going to be the next victim to be played? Because you can't. So much activity. You get on the gram. I scroll. I see 7 of my finest. 7 of my finest. And I'm sure it's the same thing for women. Women, they shit drowned out. So as a guy, it is, I've seen some of your ladies. I'm in the nightlife business, and I've seen how some of your ladies get down. And then I seen them with you on the Gramsterdam. I've seen some of your baby mothers get down. I've seen them on the Gramsterdam with you. And it is a tough time. I remember you could go to the store, buy a bag of candy, and it would be my Valentine, and you could win. You could take it to school, give it to the girl, and you could win, man. High school, you could write a note. My short time in high school, you could write a note. You could win, man. Middle school, you could definitely write a note. Middle school, you could write a note. You could win, man. You could be romantic. You can't be romantic now. Material isn't romantic. You could make it romantic, I guess, but to me, material isn't romantic. So you see a bunch of, oh, where's my time at? Oh, I'm shining right now. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Material isn't romantic to me, but you see a lot of it now as material. A lot of women posting the material Saturday. They were getting this, or they were getting that, and they were posting the material, and nobody seemed to really have gone all the way out there. That's because I don't think a lot of the ships are real ships. They're just part-time activity for that. You were just my activity for Valentine's Day. And a lot of that's just how it is. I ain't tripping. I just wanted to talk about on podcasts. I'm like, damn, it is wild. And that's okay. Because, listen, Leo's my hero. George Clooney was my hero. You know what I'm saying? These are true players to the end. George Clooney didn't get into no ship. He didn't get married till he's in his 50s. Had his kid. Leo don't fuck with the kids. He don't want no kids. And if you over 25, yeah. You got to chill out now. You playing games now. I'm just playing, Leo, man. I love you to death. You're one of the best actors. You are the best actor to me of all time. I made some jokes in previous episodes about you. I'm just playing, man. You're my guy. But Valentine's Day was wild, man. And you really do got to just keep playing the game. Don't get mad about it. You just keep playing the game until you actually stumble upon the one that is in the same time frame as you. They're in the same mind frame as you. They're in the same lane as you. They're thinking the same way. And all of a sudden you like, I was out here bullshitting. I was out here bullshitting too. You're like, I really want somebody. I really want something too. And you just come through, you make a PB&J. And you got lucky. Because that's all. It's really the way it is now. It feels lucky. I know life has probably always been like that when it comes to love. It's probably always been luck. You stumble upon, you go to the market back in there. I call it the market because now I'm making it elderly. You go to the market back in the day. I was going in the market for celery, and then I saw your auntie in there, and you know Meredith. Meredith has always been dick to me. She always been dick to me. Meredith been dick to me. And as soon as I saw her in the grocery store where I was getting my celery, I said, oh, Meredith dick. I said, I'm going to go for it. And right when I went for it, she turned around. She told me that she had just left Jesse 2 weeks ago. He was cheating on her. I said, Meredith, you've been dick to me my whole life. I think you're beautiful and you're smart. You should be with me. And just like the luck of the Irish, the four-leaf clover, and that little man they talk about when they're green, I was in between. Love has always been a little bit of luck, right? It takes a lot of luck now. I think it's going to take a lot of luck for you to find somebody, whether you're older or younger. It's a lot of luck because there's a lot of options. And when there's a lot of options, your brain don't know what to do with all that. Your brain don't know what to do with all that. It's like, well, this dude may make more money. Well, this chick may give better head. She may look better here or there, you know, or the woman may be like, well, he looks better with me in photos. There's so many things because there's so many people that you get to see daily attacking you. It's going to take a lot of luck. That means that everything's got to line up. Your mind, your thoughts, your energy, where you at in life, all that shit's got to line up properly. What you're into, what you're not into. Because I think the days of like just getting your 30 to 40 years of love in, I don't think that's the case. I think you should be prepared to at least take quite a few L's, maybe even a divorce or two, before you find your one. Valentine's Day this past Saturday really showed that. And I hope things change because, you know, drinking Chewbacca's juice. Because I like to see people happy and in love. I like to see couple shit. It's cool to see the old, I would say elderly, I see the old folks and they're happy. You're like, oh shit, yeah, I'm not going to get that. But if I can get something like that, I'll take that. And that's where things have changed so much where you got to be like, I'm not going to get that 30, but if I can get something like that, I'll take it. Wow, that I finished that off differently. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Thaddeus Shade. I am the odd nerd, sitting in the clapping people. You come straight out of a comic book. Say it with me.
Man, you come right out of a comic book.
I am Thaddeus Shade. I want to appreciate you. Where was I at timeline? You know I like to look at the time. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, Shade was killing, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Thaddeus Shade. This is the Odd Nerd, and I am out. Peace. I have been on a Starbucks strike when it comes to tea because these motherfuckers ain't got no honey. And I know about a month ago I was complaining about these some bitches not having no honey. These some bitches still ain't got no honey. I said it again. These some bitches still ain't got no honey. They ain't got no honey, man. I go there, they ain't never got no honey. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make my own medicine balls at the house because I don't really drink tea, but I would tear a medicine ball up. I said, I'll make my own tea at the house. So then I go, right? And I'm like, okay, what is a medicine ball, right? I go look and it's, what is that shit?
It's like it's Tijuana. I don't know, Tijuana. I know that's where you get marijuana.